Coming up, I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so competitive. He says it started while I was young. I had two brothers, and we always wanted to be better than each other. We just competed. As a kid, I just wanted to be. Kevin, whether it was foot races or basketball, he's still getting after it. Back to you.
He has. Not much has changed, has it, DA? Thank you. Steve, in this one, we've got two teams that really like to run their offense in the half court.
I know in the modern game, we like to see pace and space, guys shooting a three-point shot. But if this is your team, you must play to your strength. If it's half court, we'll play half court offense.
Now Sacramento starting five. And for Toronto, covered by Hamilton. Williams scanning the floor, and that one drops for him. Williams has got the first points up on the board for Sacramento.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get your better scores, some easy looks so they can start to establish themselves.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
And that one is off. So the Kings will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
The Raptors shoot their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Now the Raptors moving it up. Over to the left wing. And the layup's good off the glass.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And here now the Kings. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Hamilton. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Sacramento on defense. Count that one. Hamilton's got his second basket of the game. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Here's Hamilton. And no good that time. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Sacramento shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
The Raptors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
At the line,
Hamilton hits both of them.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Back to Fox. Stewart up top. Kicks it to Fox. Stripped it away. Here's Hamilton. Shoots the three. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Sacramento making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. The Kings trail by 3. Back to Fox. Murray outside. Shoots from 12. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. 5 to shoot. Fox shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And we talk about Fox's speed, but he also has length. He's a factor there in the paint.
That one is no good. Toronto leading by 3.
2 minutes left in the first.
It's hauled in by Stewart.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Fox. Toronto grabs the miss.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him on a rhythm.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Sacramento making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Here's Hamilton. Bridges trying to free himself up. No good from Hamilton. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Kings. It's a 5-point game. Wilson the pass to Stewart. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Sacramento making a switch here. Ware's checked in. Raptors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Hamilton with it. 6 points for him. Knocked loose. Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Barnes. To stop the drought. The second chance effort. And Stewart finishes it off.
Love the activity of Stewart, making himself useful on the offensive glass.
Mitchell against Hamilton. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. Raptors leading by 3. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. So the first quarter is in the books. It's the Raptors up by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
10. Please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
And for Sacramento, Bagley, no good. And the Raptors shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Bagley with the rebound.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Kept alive, Williams. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Raptors lead by 4. Left side, Bagley. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Bagley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim. It can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You could deny or you can just front the post.
That was the 2K drop, as that move deserved another look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
The shot goes down, and he gets this game back to even. He's got 5.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
Curry's shot is good.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Timeout called by the Kings.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here, as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Sacramento making a switch here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And that one, good. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is it?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Flagg with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Murray, good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's the pass to Brooks. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Williams. And it's good for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
That's tipped. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And, guys, that block really helped change the momentum of this game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Knocks it loose. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. That one, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off. Toronto leading by 7. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Chalk up 2 there. Wilson's got his first points of the game. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Now the Raptors moving it up. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Ware. Brooks covering. Pass to Wilson. For the 3. It's good from long range. Wilson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Covered by Mitchell. With his first shot attempt.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. For the Raptors, Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possession. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Jack, how do you think Sacramento played?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And here are the Raptors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Defended by Bagley. Trying to get open is Brooks. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
And for Sacramento, Toronto calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And for the Raptors.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Raptors have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
At the line for your Raptors.
And that one misses. The Kings trail by 8. Here's Cardona. Drives to the hoop.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
There's the double team with Hamilton. And he dunks it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Barnes. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Bagley. Inside. Power down with both hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. It's good. Hamilton's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Murray's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Feeds it to Murray. And he drops it in from the low post.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Hamilton. Nobody near Barnes. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Back to Hamilton. Over Cardona. Nice shot by Hamilton. Hamilton's got 14.
Assisted by Amari, number 11.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Williams passes to Murray. It's deflected. Now here is Hamilton. Defense is right there. Can't connect from short range. The Kings trail by 6. Great touch on the 16-footer. He's got 8.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Another shot. Barnes. And it's blocked. Good D by Barnes.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And it's the Kings with the ball after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Pass to Murray. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now here is Hamilton. 16 points for him. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Sacramento. Here's the break. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Toronto calls timeout.
So let's get back. And once again, your north side.
Toronto, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field to the middle. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Fast break, Toronto. Ahead. Bridges trying to free himself up. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Toronto.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Seven-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Fox. What a terrific move that was.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. That has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Dishes it to Barnes. With 2 seconds left. Count it. Good.
A tremendous finisher in close. Scotty Barnes is physical and he's explosive.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Kings. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Outside Williams. Trying to find Bagley and get it to him. From downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Toronto will come the other way. On the wing, Barnes. To the inside. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
He lobs it up. Good D by Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Number 32. That's his second.
He's off on the first.
First team foul. At the line for your Raptors.
And he sinks the second. And here are the Kings now. They trail by 9 points. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Guys, a chance to add to their lead.
If they get into double digits, that would make it a huge hill to climb.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Out of hand on it. Here's Bridges. Takes it inside. Then Bridges jams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for the team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the Raptors was able to give me an update. He informed me that the knee was bent slightly backwards and is indeed hyperextended, but that there does not appear to be any structural damage. This is never the way you want to lead off. But they have no choice. They still have to play the games. Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Bagley with the block. Over to the wing. Sinks the triple.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him. That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Barnes, just fine on the clock. And that one is good. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Good work inside. Barnes showing how skilled he is close to the rim.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
1:57 left to play in the final quarter. 3-pointer. Good on the triple.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now. They've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
There's a minute 34 left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped away.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at it.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
And the Raptors call time here. They're up by 3. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
We've got 1:18 left in the game. Right at the free throw line, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Wide open, and right through it goes.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Bagley with the rebound. Here's Sacramento. They're on a 16-6 run. Got it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Williams against Bridges. 5 on the clock. It drops.
A big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 3. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul for some misses.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 2. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
To tie it up. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up. And timeout called by Nick Nurse.
It'll be a Raptors timeout. All right, fans, time to fire off some t-shirts. Here we go.
Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And Sacramento has possession. Outside Bagley to take the lead, and it's off the back rim, no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Releases. The quick look, no good that time.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. 2 points.
He's got the height advantage in that matchup, and he's going to look to exploit it.
Here's Cardona. Again, the miss by the King.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
The 10-footer. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Kings trail by 6 from the arc. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, those bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor. Passes
it to Barnes. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Six to shoot.
Strong move at the rim. The defender was just a tad bit late and contested.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 3. 43 seconds left in the first overtime. Here's Cardona, and Barnes sends it back.
How about the commitment on defense from Scotty Barnes? Skilled at swatting them away.
He's guarded by Williams. And there's the pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trail by 3. 16 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a 5.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
Misses the trail, and he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for your Raptors.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they need an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. Both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.